All right, hey guys, welcome to the next installment of Minutes with the Mayor. I kind of like that, so we'll go with that. Tonight we just got done with our city council meeting, and so just kind of want to give you an update on things that were taking place and things that happened at the city council meeting tonight. I know one of the big things is the fireworks ordinance, and so we've spent a lot of time over the last month trying to talk to the citizens here in Walnut Grove, and our aldermen have been out. We've been taking phone calls. We've been doing those things. So here's what we've decided. We've decided that we would permit the shooting of fireworks on July the 3rd and July the 4th. And both those days will be from 2 p.m. to midnight. So once again, that's going to be July 3rd and July 4th from 2 p.m. to midnight. And so that's when we're going to encourage you to be celebrating America and the 250th anniversary and all those things. And we're excited about that. And so that's the fireworks ordinance. One of the other things that's come up recently is dogs. We've been having some dogs at large in the city, and it's just a problem that dog owners sometimes have, that their dogs get out or they get loose or whatever that is. I've been guilty of it before as well, and luckily been able to get my dogs back fairly quickly with some bread or whatever the treat that they like. And so, been able to do that. But I just want to read to you what the city ordinance states on dogs running at large. It says it shall be unlawful for any person owning, controlling, harboring, possessing, or having the management or care of any dog to permit such dog to run at large on or from the premises of such person. Every dog, when on any street, alley, park, school ground, or any other public play in the city, which is not attached to a leash, the other end of which is securely held, shall be deemed running at large. Every dog, when on private property within said city, which is Walnut Grove, which is either not attached to a leash, the other end of which is securely held, or which is not so confined by fences or other enclosures so as to prevent its straying from the premises, shall be deemed running at large. And so, just want to really encourage you to make sure that you're taking care of your dogs, you're taking care of your pets, you're making sure that they're on their leashes, they're on their tie outs, they're inside the fence, all those things. And if it happens that one of your dogs does get loose, please try to get it ASAP. And so that we don't have a dog running at large within our community. It is something that we are trying to enforce with our police department. And so just encourage you that if you do have a problem, to call somebody, call the city, call the police department, and we'll get to figuring out what's going on with that. So just want to let you know that is something that we value as important. Cats, as Bob Barker used to say, spay and neuter your pets. Well, I would encourage you to do that with your cats too. We have lots of cats in Walnut Grove. And so if you get a chance to spay and neuter your cat, that would be phenomenal with that. So just want to talk about that for a second. We've been working on some grants here at the city. Can't really get into some specific details on that, but we've been filling out some grant applications. We've really been trying to find grants that will help us help you, and that will help us better our city. And so just be kind of watching about that, thinking about that. Maybe you're a person out there and you're like, man, I've seen this grant. Or maybe you are a grant writer. Man, how great would that be? You could help us out. And so, but we are trying to get some of those things. Bert has been working on some of the ARPA grant, the $300,000 that we got. We got to get that spent by the end of the year on our sewer system and some different things. So Bert's been working very hard on that. Want to remind you, Farmers Market, Tuesday nights. Great time as a community to be able to get together 4 to 7, to be able just to kind of talk to your neighbors, find some fun goods, maybe listen to some live music. We've had that the last couple of weeks, some different things. So encourage you to come out and check out the farmers market with that. Guys, I just want to say our city employees work very hard. A lot of times, they may catch a little flack because, you may not like exactly what they've done or how they've done it or whatever that is. But guys, let me tell you, they work hard. They are working on things like grants. They are working on things like mowing. They are working on things like the sewer and the water system and all those things and all the things that go into a city. Sometimes we don't catch all of that because we just worry about what it is that we want done or we want taken care of. And I've been as guilty as anybody else in that. And so, guys, when you see a city employee, thank them. Tell them thank you for their hard work because they work very, very hard for you, the citizen of Walnut Grove. And so, that's very important. I want to express that, but also just want to make sure that you are expressing that when you see them. Stop by City Hall. Just tell them good job. Tell them thank you. Tell them that you really appreciate them and all those things. That can go a long way for somebody. But I really appreciate all of our city employees, how hard they work and everything with that. Appreciate our aldermen. They've been working very hard on some different things and brought a lot to the meeting tonight. And so really appreciate all their hard work as well and everything they're doing for the community. Guys, stay safe out there. Here in a couple of weeks, we'll send another one of these out just to kind of update you before the 4th of July so we can kind of remind you of the different things that are taking place with that, with our fireworks ordinance. But God bless and have a great night.